Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you about structure of atom. Before I actually start the topics atom, what you have studied previously, let me discuss. You have studied about matter. Anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Matter is made up of molecules. Next, what molecules are made up of? Molecules are made up of atoms. Here comes the name atom. For the first time, a Greek philosopher, Democritus, he said, when matter is divided further and further and further, at the last we come to a particle which cannot be further divided. That particle is known as atom. He called it as atomos, which means indivisible particle of matter in Greek. So afterwards it became atom. So first the name atom is coined by Democritus. Now comes, after Democritus, about 2000 years, there were no further discoveries. Then comes John Dalton. He proposed one theory which is known as Dalton's atomic theory after his name. The basic postulates of Dalton's atomic theory are: number one, atoms are the smallest indivisible particles of matter. As Democritus said, same thing. Second one, atoms of the same element are same. That means when you take hydrogen gas in one cylinder and try to observe the atoms under a sensitive microscope, you see that all the atoms of hydrogen are alike, same in all aspects. In the same way, you take oxygen gas in another cylinder and observe. You will observe that all the atoms of oxygen are same in all aspects. The third postulate of Dalton is that atoms of different elements are different. What does it mean? We have already taken the example of hydrogen and oxygen. Let us take the same example. The atoms of hydrogen are alike, the atoms of oxygen are alike, but the atom of hydrogen is different from that of atom of oxygen. That is what Dalton meant. The atoms of different elements are different. Now comes the fourth postulate. Dalton said the atoms combine to form molecules in simple whole number ratio. Always in simple whole number ratio. Again, take the same example. The atoms of hydrogen and atoms of oxygen combine to form water molecule. When they combine to form water molecule, two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen combine to form water molecule, that is H2O. Here, always the hydrogen and oxygen combine by volume in the ratio 2:1. We cannot say that the H2O is the formula of water, so we will take one atom of hydrogen and half atom of oxygen. No, we cannot take, because atoms always combine in simple whole number ratio. The atoms must be of whole number because atoms are indivisible. And the last postulate of what Dalton stated is, atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed. Means nobody can create an atom in the laboratory, in the same way nobody can destroy the atom. This is what Dalton stated in the form of a theory. And these are the basic facts about atom. Dalton not only helped in giving the basic facts about the atom, it also paved the way for further discoveries about the atom. At last reached to structure of atom. But at the same time, there are certain limitations to Dalton's atomic theory. Now our topic is limitations of Dalton's atomic theory. What are they? Number one, Dalton could not answer, when atom is the smallest indivisible particle, why the atoms of different elements are different. He could not answer. Then second point is, why atoms combine to form molecules. These are the two questions which Dalton could not answer. These are called the limitations of Dalton's atomic theory. I wish from this lecture you could take 3 points, 3 questions. Number one, what is matter? And number two, postulates of Dalton's atomic theory. Number three, limitations of Dalton's atomic theory. Try to note down in some notebook and try to learn them now. Thank you.